Sar. Sar.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Sar. Sar. Imagine, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakadon, which means rise and face the east. This way is the east. All right, we're going to be saying the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the...
Make sure you slow it down.
Kind of the concept. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Lathanlanawa.
Lathanlanawa.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalachlanawa.
Wasalachlanawa.
Kawawapnawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawawapyanawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayanawa.
Tabayanawa.
Manasayawan.
Manasayawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Wahatapara.
Wahatapara.
Wa'awalamyam.
Wa'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Baba Kashab.
Baba Kashab.
Nathanlanawa.
Nathanlanawa.
Hakat.
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 Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Marawa.
Kal Marawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahor.
Latahor.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakwim.
Lahakwim.
Hamathyim.
Hamathyim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Hagarshan.
Garashan.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please.
Please.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharya.
Al-Haharya.
Ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakayaka.
Yakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Walayala.
Walayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makalrai.
Makalrai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazaatka.
Tazaatka.
Wabuatka.
Wabuatka.
Baita.
Baita.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Preserve thee from all evil.
So like, wait till He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al damayal lekah.
Al damayal lekah.
Al thakarash.
Al thakarash.
Wa'al. Dashakwat.
Dashakwat.
Al. Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabiaka.
Awayabiaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Yairayamwa.
Yairayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatayai Tazawa.
Wayatayai Tazawa.
Al Tazap Pawanyaka.
Al Tazap Pawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakiram.
Wanakakiram.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakor.
Yazakor.
Sham Yashala.
Sham Yashala.
Aywa.
Aywa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakhadwa.
Yakhadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryaf.
Baryaf.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalia.
Ahalia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Washama'alyam.
Wayashama'alyam.
Mawaba.
Mawaba.
Wahagaryam.
Wahagaryam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Waimawan.
Waimalak.
Waimalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
Hiowa.
Salakia.
Oh, that was
I'm Yeshabia.
Salakia. I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hiowa.
Hiowa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanyalawat.
Labanyalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasayasara.
Kasayasara.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashadwa. Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hiowa.
Iowa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nadayabawa.
Nadayabawa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Call Nasaya Kamwa.
Call Nasaya Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Narasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ata. It's like Nawath.
Na'awath.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagawgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raha.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba'ira Ya'ira.
Saba'ira Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat.
Salahat.
Aryam.
Aryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Saradapma.
Basairika.
Basairika.
Wabasawapatka.
Wabasawapatka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba. It's like it. Wayabawa. It's like it. Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Idi.
Idi.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Nabadka.
Nabadka.
Al.
Al.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Al.
Al.
Call.
Call.
Haratazah.
Haratazah.
Aman.
Aman. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
And
let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asa also is joined with them.
Asa also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
At the brook of Kasan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Hold my power.
Hold my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name alone.
Is
Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer of the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim.
Wa Allahayim.
Matazabia.
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 Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapyum.
Ha Alawapyum.
Ha Saranyum.
Ha Saranyum.
Ha Kotazayanyum.
Ha Kotazayanyum.
Ha Kayayayum.
Ha Kayayayum.
Wa Akwapyum.
Wa Akwapyum.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wa Yasha'Allah.
Wa Yasha'Allah.
Waha.
Waha.
Bayat Saparium.
Bayat Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Hagan.
Hagan.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
Ba Shim Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. What we just said in the English was Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Sin evils and curses.
Sin evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitazi.
Posse Comitazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channels.
The cable access channels.
And the radio channels.
And the radio channels.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Or try to stop us.
From broadcasting your words.
From broadcasting your words.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go.
Cause them to go.
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues.
Let the plagues.
Shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Let Yahweh Shai.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
That it is the angels that have done it.
That it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. So like you put the water. Are we in Leviticus 23rd chapter, verse 1 All right, we're going to start in the Hebrew, of course, and then read it in English.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La Amar. Verse 2. Dabar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya, Marath, Allahum, Alhum. Is it Allahum? Allahum, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Ashar, Thaqwa, Ra'awa, Atham, Makra, Ayah, Makra, Ra'aya,
Makura'aya.
Makra'aya, Makra,
Makura'aya.
Makra'aya,
Makura'aya.
Kora'aya, Kodash, Allah, oh, is that Allah?
Allah.
Allah, Ham, Mawa'idya, verse 3. Shashath, Yamayam, the I,
Yum yum.
Yum Yum, the Aish, or is it the Aisha?
Daisha.
The Aisha,
Malaka.
Malaka, Waba Yawam, Mashaba Ya,
Hashaba'aya.
oh, Hashaba Ya'aya,
Ba'aya.
oh, Hashaba Aya, Ya Aya, Shabbath, Shabbatwan, Shabbathwan,
Sabbath. That's Sabbath in Hebrew.
Kana.
Shabbat is Sabbath. Shabbathwan is Sabbath. Sabbath day.
Sabbath day, Kana.
Shabbathwan. Keep going.
Makorah, Kodash, Call, Mala Akam,
Malaka.
Malaka, La'ah, the Aishawa, Shabbath, Mawa'ah, La Yah, Salaki, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, what was it, Bakal, Mawa Shabbath Yakum, verse 4. All, Mawa'idya,
Allah. That's Allah.
That's Allah. Okay, so like Allah, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Makwa Yah, Kodash, Ashar, Thaqwa Awa, Thaqwa Ra'awa,
Khan. That's Ra'awa. Khan.
Atham, Bama Wa'id, Bama Wa'idam, verse 5. Bakadash, Mara, Salakia. I don't know why I keep doing that. Hara Shawan, Hara Ashwan, Ba'arabai, Aishar, Lakadash, Banya, Bayan, Ha'irabium, Pesach,
That's the Passover.
Khan, La Yahweh, verse 6. Wabakamash, Aishar, Yawam, La Kadash, Hazahah, Kag, Hamatazawah, La Yahweh, Shabaith, Yam, Matazawath, the Kawa, the Aqua, verse 7. Bayawam, Harasharan, Hara Ashwan, Makwa Ra'ah, Kodash, Yahayaha, Lakam Call, Yahaya, Lakam Call, Malakath, Ibad, Ibadah, the Aishawa.
All right, now we're going to read it in English. All right, so Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, and holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4, these are the feasts of the Most High, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5, and the 14th day of the first month at even is the Most High's Passover. Verse 6, and on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7, and the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. All right.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wahakorabthum. Bathum. Asha. La Yahweh. Shabbath. Yum. Bayawam. Hashabaya. Hashabayaya. Makor Ra'ah. Kodash. Call. Malakath. Ibada. La'ah. The Ishua. Verse 9. Wayadabar, Yahweh, All, Masha, La'amar, verse 10. Dabar, All, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Wa'am, Marath, Allaham, Kaya, the Ba'awa, All, Ha'arataza, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Lakam, Wakwatazarathum. It's like Wakwatazarathum. Wakwatazarathum. Ah, Kwataza Yara. Wahaba'athum. Wahaba'athum. Ah, Aymar. Ra'ashayaf, Kwataza Yarakam, All, Hakahan, priest. Verse 11, Wahanyap, Af, Ha'aymar, La Panya, Yahweh, Larataza Nakam, Mama Karath, Hashabah, Yana Yapan, Yan Yapnoah, Hakahan, verse 12. Wa'aish Yatham, Banyawam, Hanayapkam, Ha'aymar, Kabash, Damayam, Ban, Shanathwa, La'ila, La Yahweh, verse 13. Wamanakathawa. Womanaththua. So Shanya, Aisha, Ranyam, Salat, Balawala, Bashaman, Asha, Yeah, Asha, La Yahweh, Rayach, Na Kakak, oh, Na Yakak, Wana Saka, Yanyan, Yanyan, Rubber Yaith, Rubber Yaith, Hahayan, verse 14. Kind of the kind. Walakam, Wakwalaya, Wakwalya, Wabara'al, Wakaramal, La'a, the Akawa, the Aklawa, yeah, the Aklawa, Itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Id, Habayakam, Quaraban, Alahayakam, Kakwath, Iwalam, Ladarathyakum, Bakal, Masha Batyakum.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days, and the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Most High, to be accepted for you. On the morrow, after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb, without blemish of the first year, for a burnt offering unto the Most High. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Most High, for a sweet savor, and the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto the Most High, so like unto your power. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Let me see if I'm as good as you in the Hebrew. Salakia. What's a parath? Salakia. What's a parathum? Lakam. Mama Karath. Hashabath. Mayawam. Hawayakam. Ath. Aymar. Hathunwapa. Shabai. Shabathwath. Thumayam. Salakia. Thumyamath. Thahayayan, Thahayana. Verse 16. Id, Mamachorath, Hashabath, Hashabayayith, Thasapara, Thasaparawa, Chamasham, Yawam, Wahakorabatham, Manach, Chadash, Chadashah, La Yahweh, verse 17. Mama Wash, Salakia. Mama Washabathikum. Thaba Yahweh, Lacham. Thana Wapa, Shathyam, Shanya, Asheranyam, Salath, Thahayayana, Chamataza, Tha'apyana, Bako Warium, La Yahweh, verse 18. Started at 14.
21.
The water. Verse 18. Wahakrobat, Salakia, Wahakrobath, Al, Halacham, Shabaith, Kabashyam, Thumyamam, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Bun, Bakwar, Achad, Wa'ayalam, Shanyam, Yahayawa, Aylah, La Yahweh. Wamanatham. Wanasakyaham. Asha. Rayach. Nayakach. La Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa'aishatham. Shayar. Isayam. Achad. Lachata'ath. Washanya. Kabashyam. Banya. Shana. Lazabach. Shalamyam. Verse 20. Wahanyap. Hakahan. Atham. Al. Lacham. Habakorium. Thanawapa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Al. Shanya. Kabashyam. Quadash. Yahayawa. La Yahweh. Lakahan. Verse 21. Wakoratham. Ba'itazam. Hayawam. Hazaha. Makora'ah. Quadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Kal. Malakath. Ibadah. La'ah. Tha'ishua. Hakwath. Iwalam. Bakal. Moa Shabbathikum. Ladarathicum.
Leviticus chapter. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15 in the English. And ye shall count unto you from the morn after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. 16. Even unto the morn after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High. 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be taken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Most High. 18. And ye shall offer the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They should be for a burnt offering unto the Most High, with their meat offerings and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Most High. 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Most High. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy unto the Most High for the priest.
And this is the feast of first fruits, which begins tonight. It begins at evening. So at sundown, begins the feast of first fruits, which ends in 50 more days. So it's last 50 days. So as we end and close the feast of unleavened bread, remember this also opens the feast of first fruits for 50 days. All right.
Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the self-same day, that it may be in holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
Water. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. In the Hebrew. Wabak Tazarakam. Ath. Quatazayar. Aratazakam. La'ah. Yeah, that's the same thing. Salakia. Aratazakam. La'ah. Thakalah. Pa'ath. Shadak. Bakwatazarak. Walakwat. Kwatazayarak. La'ah. Thalakwat. La'anya. La'anya. Walagar. Tha'izab. Atham. Anya. Yahweh. Alahayakam. Verse 23. Wayadabar. Yahweh. Al. Masha. La'amar. Verse 24. Dabar al banya yasha'ala la'amar bakadash bakadash hashabayaya ba'achad lakadash yahya lakam shabathwan zakarwan Tharowai, Makora'ah, Kodash, verse 25. Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Wahakorabtham, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 26. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 27. Ak, Ba'ishawar, Lakadash, Hashabayaya, Hazahah, Yawam, Hakaparium, Hawa'ah, Makora'ah, Kodash, Yahya, Lakam, Wa'anyatham, Ath, Napasthiyakam, Wahakorabtham, of Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 28. Wakal, Malaka, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazahah, Kaya, Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'ah, Lakapar, Aliyaham, Lapanya Yahweh, Alayakum. No. I started at 22.
Yeah, 22. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22 in the English. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger.
Everybody heard General Hyman's breakdown of that at the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Did you hear what he said? Any sister remember? Anybody want to give it a shot? What General Hyman said was the breakdown for this law? Y'all remember? Sis, you remember? Did Glenn read it again?
Kind of the one kind. That neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Most High, your power.
You remember what this was? Go ahead, sis.
So, basically that in order for everyone to have enough, you're not going to go and pick everything. You're going to leave stuff on the tree or in the land so that the poor can come by and take it as if it was theirs.
Give the sister a hand. Most High Christ. That's absolutely correct. What the sister said was correct. On the edges of our fields, so you had a farm, and at the edges of your field, you wouldn't take whatever grew on the edges of your field because you would leave that for the poor, so everybody can have some. Like General Hyman said, it's like the first welfare system. So you don't have to go and beg your oppressor. You just get something from your brother. So everybody eats. Nobody goes hungry like in America, the richest country on the face of the earth, the most powerful country on the face of the earth, and people go hungry and starve to death. Children in Flint, Michigan have to starve and can't drink clean water.
Right.
They die because they're thirsty. Now just think about that. When you paying tithes to the Christian church, just remember that your child in Michigan is going to die because he's thirsty. And he's going to have cancer of his skin when he's 34 years old in Mississippi because the water is so polluted. With an ocean and a bay right there. Chesapeake Bay and an ocean is polluted. How in the hell is the ocean polluted? Because the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
There's no reason that should exist. But because we don't keep the laws of God, people go hungry. Well, if you kept the laws of God, nobody would starve to death. Those little children you care so much about in Africa, they would have food. Those kids that you love so much you're going to bring over here on boats and on airplanes from Afghanistan and the Ukraine, they would have food.
That's right.
If you keep the laws of God, everybody would eat. It said the poor and the stranger. Everybody would eat. The Most High God, even though he's the God of Israel, because Israel is his chosen people, we lead the way in everything, in humanity, in humanitarian aid. The earth would not starve like it is. The earth would not suffer like it does if Israel was put in charge.
That's right.
All because of the laws that we have. Keep going.
Verse 23. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, 24, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets, and holy convocation. 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. 26. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, 27, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. 28, and ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Most High your power.
Leviticus chapter 29, Salaki, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. In the Hebrew, Kaya, Kal, Hanapash, Ashar, La'ah, Fa'ina, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazahah, Wanakarath, Ma'aimaya, Ma'aimiyah, verse 30. Wakal, Hanapash, Ashar, Thaisha, Kal, Malakah, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazahah, Abadafia, Ath, Hanapash, Hahawa'ah, Makorab, Aimah, verse 31. Kal, Malakah, La'ah, Thaishua, Hakwath, Iwalam, Ladarathicum, Bakal, Mashabathikum, verse 32. Where I start, 28. The water. Shabbath. I stop at 35. The water. Shabbath. Shabbath 1. Hawa'ah lakam. Wa'anya salakia. Wa'anyatham. Ath. Napashathyakam. Bathak salakia. Bathashai. Lakadash. Bairab. Salakia. Mairab. Irab. Thashabathwa, Shabbathkum, verse 33. Waydabar Yahweh al Mashah la Amar, verse 34. Dabar al Banya Yasha'ala la Amar, Baka Mashah, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hashabayaya, Hazahah, Kag, Kasakawath, Shabaith, Yum La Yahweh, verse 35. Bayawam Hara Ashwan, Makora'ah, Quadash, Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Tha'ishua.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. In the English, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Verse 33. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High. Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. 36. Leviticus
23 and 36.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Shabbat. Yeah, Shabbat.
Go ahead and finish it out to 44.
Yum. Dakwa Yabawa. Asha. La Yahweh. Bayawam. Hashema. Yanya. Hashema Yanya. Makorah. Kodash. Yaha lakam Wahakwariabium. It's like it. Wahakwa
Bathum.
Badum. Wahakwa Badum.
Wahakwar Bathum.
Wahakwar Badum. Ash. Asha. La Yahweh. Itazarath. Hawa. Call. Mala'athkum. Mala'akath. Yeah, Mala'akath. Ibadah. La'ah. The Aisha. Verse 37. Allah. It's like it. Allah. Mawa'idiyah. Yahweh. Ashor. Dakwa Ra'awa. Atham. Makwara Ayah. Makwara Ayah. Kodash. Laha Koryab. Asha. Yeah, Asha. La Yahweh. Ayla. What is it? Ayla. Wamanaka. Zabak. Sakyam. Debar. Yawam. Bayawamwa. 30. Malabad. Shabbathath. Yahweh. Wamalabad. Matan Wat Yakum. Wamalabad. Call. Nadariakum. Wamalabad. Call. Watiakum. Ashar. The Nawah. La Yahweh. Verse 39. Ak. Bakamasha. Aishar. Yawam. Lakadash. Hashabayaya. Ba'asapakam. Double Wa'ath. Harataza. The Pan. So like the Kagawa. Kag. Yahweh. Shabai. Yamayam. Bayawam. Kara Ashwan. So like Hara Ashwan. Shabbathawan. Shabbathwan. Waba Yawam. Hashamayam. It's like Hashamayayai. Hashamayanya. Shabbathwan. Verse 40. He said 44.
Come on, you finish it up. You always finish
okay. Walakwa Kathlam. Lakam. Banyawam. Bayawam. Hara Ashwan. Paraya. Aitazah. Hadabar. Hadar. Kapath. Damarayam. Wa'ainap. Aitazah. Iba. Wa'irathya. Wa'irabya. Nakal. Washamakatham. Wamashakatham.
Washam Katham.
Washam.
You said it right the first time. It's just the way you said the ending.
Okay.
Washam.
So Washam Kadam.
Washam Katham.
Washam Kadam.
There you go.
Lapanya. Yahweh. Alahayakum. Shabai. Yam Yam. Verse 41. Wakapadam. So like Wakagatham. Yeah, Wakagatham. Athwa. Kag. La Yahweh. Shabai. Yam Yam. Bashana. Yeah, Bashana. Kakwaf. Iwalam. Ladarathyakum. Bakadash. Hashabayaya. Dakagawa. Athawa. Or Atwa. Verse 42. Basaka. Dashabawa. Shabai. Yam Yam. Call her Azarak. Yeah, her Azarak. Bayashala. Yeah, Bayashala. Yashabawa. Yashabwa. Basakath. Verse 43. Lama Ain. Yeah, Lama Ain. Yadda Iowa. The Ratyakum. Kaya. Basa Kawath. Hawashab. Hawashab. The Hawashab. The Hawashab. The Banya. Yashala. Baha Wataza ya Awatam Marataza Mataza Rayam.
Yeah, you said it right.
Anya Yahweh Alahayakum. Verse 44. Wayadabar Masha Ma'idya Yahweh all Kanya
Banya.
Salaki Banya Yashala.
Give me Exodus. Give me the feast. Let me read in Exodus.
Come.
All right, and you started where 30.
I started
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 34.
let me go back.
Yeah,
Kind.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High. Verse 35. On the first day shall be in holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be in holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day, which gets into feasts, which is why these are feasts. There's high holy days that are feast. There's high holy days where, like the Day of Atonement, you're not eating anything at all. You're not drinking anything at all. And the thing about feasts, which people can get misconstrued, a feast, when you bring in food, you bring whatever you would like. Brothers and sisters, it don't have to. It's not at home being comforted. You're not making the southern cuisine, fried chicken, mac and cheese, and greens. You bring if sis want to bring whatever, she want to bring whatever. Everybody bring whatever they want to make a feast. Everybody understand? It's just a feast. If you want to make dessert, I want to bring spaghetti. She want to bring fried chicken. She want to bring collard greens. She want to bring mac and cheese. The sister want to bring this. The brother want to bring that. It all will be eaten. And you don't have, it's not a limit either. I don't want sisters or brothers to think, well, is it a limit on what I can bring? Whatever you want to bring, you bring. Ain't nothing too small or too big. The Lord accepts what you bring because that's what you brought. Do you understand? And the brothers and the priests will accept it too, and we will be thankful for it. So everybody understand that the feast is not a mix and match. It's all whatever anybody wants to bring. Everybody understand? All right, that's a feast, right? Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath. On the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Most High your power. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High. All right, all right, so that's Leviticus 23rd chapter. If anybody wants to actually go and look at where we get our holy days from, that right there what we just read is where you get all of our holy days, with the exception of the Feast of Hanukkah and Purim. All right, so now the brother is going to read in Exodus. You got that in Exodus? Go ahead and read about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So the Feast of Unleavened Bread, of course, the Passover was when the Most High smote all of the Egyptians, so that Israel can be free from that captivity. He killed the firstborn of every living thing in Egypt so that we can escape, right? When we were on the run and escaping, you didn't have time to pack certain things. And one of the things was yeast, right? Things that made bread or food rise, you couldn't pack it. You had to go and just leave in a hurry, because the morning that the Egyptians woke up and realized that everybody was dead, they were going to kill Israel. And there was not going to be any more Israel. So you had to rush. You had to get up out of there. You didn't have time to bring TVs and chairs. You brought your kids, a few things, and left. All right? The brother's going to read now where you can read this in the Bible, where you find the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And it's going to explain everything I just said. All right? So go ahead and read.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 17. And ye shall observe the Feast of Unleavened Bread. For in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever.
This is to never end, forever. Like all of our high holy days, which is why we keep them to this day in the UPK, because we follow the Bible.
That's right.
And the Bible says to do these things forever. You keep the law forever. You keep the statutes and commandments forever. You keep the Lord's high holy days forever. These things never end. Right? You got people who believe that you can do something now because we're in captivity.
Right.
That's never in the Bible. You do what you're supposed to do, even in captivity. More so because you're in captivity. That's how you get out of captivity, is by keeping these laws.
That's right.
Right? That's why the children of Israel realized that 6,000 years ago. When they said, well, yeah, we in captivity under the Egyptians, but we got to do this. We got to kill the lamb, and we got to have no unleavened bread. So we have to have no leaven in our bread so we can get out of Egypt. How you going to get out of America if you keep lining your beard and having sex with hoes? You're never going to get out of America.
That's right.
You have to keep the laws of God now. And the children of Israel, we understood that over 6,000 years ago. Right? Keep going.
Verse 18. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even.
Keep going.
Verse 19. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses.
7 days. So this is it, y'all. I know y'all got tired of eating all this unleavened bread. You couldn't eat donuts. You couldn't eat pizza. You couldn't eat sandwich unless it was unleavened bread. Now you can, at the end of this class, you can eat leavening. All right, get the Lord a hand. Right? And the reason we couldn't eat leavening, like I explained, we was in a rush. But also, the Lord made that. So think about this for a second. Your enemies are dying. They're dead. Everybody is dead in the land of Egypt. All of the firstborn. Right? As you were sleeping, the Most High God sent an angel, a death angel, to pass over the land that you were in captivity so he could kill your oppressors.
That's right.
He can kill everything the oppressors own. Every living thing. The rats dead. The cattle dead. The bison dead. Buffalo dead. Birds dead. Everything was gone. The Egyptians, when they woke up, they will be angry. The Lord made a holy convocation just so we can remember the pain and the suffering that our oppressors had to endure just so we could be free.
That's right.
The Most High God made it a holy convocation. That's what he did. He made it a generation. Throughout our generations, he made it a holy convocation. Right? Keep going.
Kind of the one kind. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened,
He made it so strict that whoever was to break this, whoever was to eat leaven, whoever would be like, man, you know, I can sneak a little bit of leaven in there. I don't got to keep the days of leavened bread for hosts. Oh, last night I could have ate a little bit of leaven.
right?
On this, it's only the 6th day. What's the one day gonna hurt? Read.
Kind of the one kind. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel.
You would have been no longer known as an Israelite. You would have been known as a Gentile, which is where that comes from. If you didn't keep our laws and you didn't keep it as seriously as the Most High God intended for us to keep it, you would be cut off from the nation. You would be a Gentile. You would be somebody looked at as a heathen, like an Egyptian, somebody related to Donald Trump. You wouldn't be an Israelite no more. They'll be like, you heard about that brother Elisha? That brother ain't no Elisha no more. That's whoever the hell he was. That brother's a damn white man now. He's a heathen. He's a Gentile. Because why? Because you broke the ordinances of the Lord.
That's right.
You were to be cut off from Israel. So if you didn't keep these 7 days of unleavened bread, be very aware. You understand? Be very careful. Because the Lord, he knows who kept the Lord's holy day and who didn't.
That's right.
And if you try to sneak in a little leaven, you have to pay for that. Now, in the time of Moses, you would just be cut off from the nation. They would say, this is not an Israelite. How? Because he was found leavening in his house. Which is why we tell you to get all of the leavening out of your house. Because if a priest were to go into your home, if they saw leaven in there, you could try to plead your case if I didn't eat it, but it's hard to say you didn't eat it when it's in your house. Which is why you got to get it out of your house. Because then if somebody walks into your house, if a detective goes in your house and he doesn't see evidence of murder, how can they pin a case on you? They couldn't. Because nothing is around you to say you did it. But if you got leaven right in front of you, but you saying I didn't eat it,
right?
What do you think he's supposed to believe? So you have to get all the leavening out of your house, right? Now, those 7 days are over. Keep going. Go down to, let me see. There be no leavening found. Con. Give me verse 20.
Kind of the one kind. Verse 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened.
Scroll down. Keep going. Keep reading.
In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Keep going.
21. Then Moses.
Give me 22.
Kind of the kind. Verse 22. And
so for 7 days, no leaven, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? Which is what we just finished celebrating. This is the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I wanted to bring to light why you celebrate what you celebrate. That's right. Not everybody may have not been there. I know everybody watching online. Everybody wasn't at the Lord's Passover. You got brothers and sisters watching online that was not aware. They're just now coming into the truth. Most High in Christ. This is the reason why we do it, right? Because the Lord made it an ordinance for us to remember when he smote all of our enemies. He murdered all of our enemies so that we could have freedom, so that we can get the land that he promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the reason why he did it. The same way he did with the Passover. That's why you notice the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread is right there. The night of Passover, you're not allowed to eat anything with leaven in it. It doesn't. The Feast of Unleavened Bread doesn't begin until after Passover, but the night of Passover, you're not allowed to eat any. All leaven is supposed to be at your house for Passover. It's because of this right here, because of what the act of love that the Most High God showed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
That's the reason why we come together at a holy convocation, a solemn assembly. We're all supposed to be together. Not her doing it at her house, me doing it at my house, but just like how we're here now, we keep it a solemn assembly. Right? Keep going.
Kind of on kind. Verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel. Is it lintel? Lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning. 23. And the Most High will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel, and
just give me up to verse 11.
Go back up to 11.
Yep, give me 11.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded.
Right, so that's how we did it for 7 days, right? That's why at the Passover, It's warlike apparel. Everything is warlike. Why? Because this is the way our forefathers did it in Israel. This is the way they did it coming out of Egypt. Right? This is the way they did it. They had sword, like General Hyman broke down at the Passover. A sword in one hand and a piece of unleavened bread in the next. Why? Because the Egyptians was on your tail. The Egyptians was trying to find you to kill you. So you had to be on high alert. You had to look up to make sure everything is okay. Everything's tawab. Everything is good. Because at the morning strikes, guess who's coming to kill you and your people? The Egyptians, your enemies.
That's right.
Not, you know, with robes on, looking so like you're looking like what are they, Roman togas. That's not warlike apparel. What this brother did, a brother hand, the brother right here with this hardcore garment on. That's hardcore. That's warlike apparel. The war belt about his loins are girded. If somebody was to try to strike him with a sword, the brother be protected. You understand? With a sword in one hand, which we wield in here, swords. You got your bread in the other, unleavened bread in the other. You eat it like that. Why? Because somebody is trying to kill you. You're on high alert. And one of the most disgusting things about being an American and being a Christian is American Christianity makes you comfortable with the land of your captivity, when you are supposed to be on high alert. That's how Trayvon Martin was murdered. That's why Freddie Gray was murdered. That's how Emmett Till was murdered. His mother sent him down to racist Mississippi in the 1950s. Didn't think her son would be murdered the way he was. Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't Trayvon Martin be murdered in the way he was? He's not an American.
Right.
He's a slave. Why wouldn't so many sisters be treated the way they do, mistreated the way they are in hospitals by those white doctors, and they lose their babies more than women in Africa? Why wouldn't black women suffer under that type of curse? You're not an American. The oppressors do not see you as them. Right. They see you as the slave.
That's right.
So you know what you're supposed to do? Read that again.
Kind out of one kind. Verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded.
You're supposed to be on high alert. Keep going.
Your shoes on your feet.
Shoes on your feet. Keep going.
And your staff in your hand.
Being prepared. That's something blacks and Hispanics are never. We're never prepared for destruction. The priests and prophets of God's job is to get blacks and Hispanics prepared for the day of judgment. And so if you didn't keep these 7 days of unleavened bread, you are not prepared for Christ to come back. If you're still smoking cigarettes and smoking weed and getting high, you're not prepared with your loins girded. You're off guard. If you still are in love with white women and white men like Venus and Serena Williams and O.J. Simpson, you're not prepared.
That's right.
If you vote, you're not prepared for Christ. Christ is your king. You didn't have to vote. You don't have a choice or a say in the matter. You still not prepared, man. You're still asleep. You're not awake yet. You're still asleep. The Lord ordered us to have our loins girded with bread in one hand and a sword or a staff in the other.
That's right.
Matah, that means a staff or rod. Matayala is the rod of God. And you better have that in your hand, man, and be prepared. This goes for brothers, of course. Sisters are women, feminine. Brothers' job is to represent their nation, not a sister. A sister's job is to take care of the children and to represent her nation in another way.
That's right.
A man's job is to protect and defend his nation. Not dancing on TikTok, so like y'all know I can't stand that. Not being weak and feminine up under a woman, but to be a man.
Right.
Be a man of God, man, because that's what we need. And so when you read this Bible and you remember the closing, as you close out the Feast of Unleavened Bread, always remember that this is the way that we should be all the time, black man.
Right.
There should never be a time that you are caught lacking. You should always have, when you relaxing, you better have that staff in one hand and have that food in the other, because this is not your rest, brother. This is not your rest, sister. You keep the spirit of unleavened bread throughout all your life, whether it's these 7 days or not. Keep this ordinance forever. Keep the thought process, the spirit of being on guard, being on shamar. Keep that in everyday life, man. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is so beautiful about the Feast of the Lord. The spirit behind this Feast of God, the Passover, the Day of Atonement, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you keep that spirit forever. Guess what that spirit is called? It's called being one West.
That's right.
We keep it here at the UPK.
Yeah, right.
It don't have to be the Passover for us to get together and enjoy each other. We do it all the time with the cookouts, because we keep the spirit of the Lord. Everybody understand? So you remember that as you close out the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you keep this spirit forever, man. Until our King Christ returns, you keep that spirit forever. Go ahead, you have something you want to say?
Kind of the kind, sir, if I may, because what you're bringing out is so heavy. Being prepared, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Like in the Christian church, they're never prepared for anything like you already brought out. And that's why, here in the ISUPK, we are taught and trained to protect our nation.
That's right.
So like situations like the 9 blacks that died in the church by the hands of the oppressor, Dilla Storm Roof,
God.
that had never happened in here.
That's right.
Because we have brothers on Shamar and we're trained and we love our nation.
That's
they
right.
think that they love their nation inside the Christian church.
That's right.
When they don't love anything at all.
That's right.
Because how do you allow your people to die by the hands of your oppressor?
That's right.
Who is the devil that the Bible speaks of?
Yeah, right. And then forgive him.
And then forgive him once he's done. That's not why we keep these high holy days.
That's right.
And that's not what the Lord commanded us to do, man.
That's right.
And I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, all right, brother. That was so true. We're not Christians in here. We follow the Lord. Ask a Christian what the Passover is about, and ask them what the Feast of Unleavened Bread is. They celebrated Easter.
Oh yeah.
Easter has nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Easter is Pesach in the Hebrew. Easter is the Passover. That's what the Lord was doing in the New Testament when he said Easter. That word translates to the Passover. You can just go look it up. You understand? So the Easter is not the resurrection of Christ. Easter is what we did last week in Florida.
That's
down
right.
there in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Give the Lord
Right.
another hand. Right. And what we're doing now is we're ending the feast of the Lord. Everybody understand? Any questions? All right. With that, I imagine just me and this brother up here. Sar.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Sar. Sar. I imagine, which means stand, everybody stand. Salaki Wapanya Gudon, which means rise and face the east.
Salaki. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayah.
Shabbat Shemayah.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Saba'ah.
Saba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayah.
Bashamayah.
Nadalanawa.
Nathalanawa.
Lecham.
Lecham.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanawa.
Wasalakanawa.
Kawapwapnawa.
Kawapwapnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawapwapnawa.
Kawapwapnawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Kabayanawa.
Kabayanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Salaki. Banasaya 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Salaki. Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wa'ala.
Wahatapara.
Wahatapara.
Wa'awalamyam.
Wa'awalamyam.
Aman.
Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Salaki. And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver
from
us
evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
By Bakashah.
Bakashah.
The thunder now.
The thunder now.
Hakat.
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 Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Call Makalah.
Call Makalah.
Call Marawa.
We'll call Marawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakat.
Hakat.
La Hakwim.
La Hakwim.
Hamathim.
Hamathim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Al-Kawa. It's like Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Atama'ala.
Atama'ala.
Agar-Shan.
Agar-Shan.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
The water Aman in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharya.
Al-Haharya.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Ya. Yabaa,
Yabaa,
Isaiah,
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 Ma'ai, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Waratazah,
Waratazah,
Al Yathan,
Al Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al Yanawam,
Al Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yashala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al Yad,
Al Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yamamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashemash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakayaka,
Yakayaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Alayala,
Alayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afnapashka,
Afnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaatka,
Tazaatka,
Wabuatka,
Wabuatka,
Ma'aitha,
Ma'aitha,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Awalam,
Awalam,
Aman,
Aman, Salaki, in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
Yahweh
hand.
is thy shade upon thy right
The sun
hand.
shall not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in.
this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alayim.
Al damayal lekah.
Al damayalaka.
Al thakarash.
Al tacharash.
Wa al tashakwat.
Wa al tashakwat.
Al
Al
kayahana.
kayahana.
Awiyabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama yawan.
Yahamayawan.
Wa mashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Nashawa.
Nashawa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Imaka.
Yamayamwa.
Ya'arayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatayai tazawa.
Wayafayai tazawa.
Al tazak pawanyaka.
Al tazap pawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakira.
Wanakakira.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yashala.
Sham Yashala.
Aiwad.
Aiwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai tazawa.
Nawa'ai tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakhadwa.
Yakhadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarwathwa.
Yakarathwa.
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 Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamayim. Wayashamayim.
Wayashama'alim.
Mawaba.
Mawaba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Wa'amawan.
Waimalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashaf.
Palashaf.
Am Yeshabia.
Am Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimam.
Aimam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zorawai.
Zorawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadyam.
Kamadyam.
Kasayasara.
Kasayasara'a.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Wayashwan.
Wayashwan.
Nashamad. Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ayanda Ara.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nayadabwa.
Nadiyabmuwa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazalmana.
Wakatazalmana.
Kawanasaya Kamwa.
Call the say a kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amawa.
No Rayash. No Yorasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. No Wa.
Nawaf.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya
Lapanyaraka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabaira Yaira.
Sabaira Yaira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Salahat.
Salahat.
Haryan.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basairaka.
Basairaka.
Wabasawapatka.
Wabasawapafka.
Dabahalam.
Sabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Wawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh. Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Idi.
Wayaparwa.
Wayakapar. Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Al.
Al.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Al.
Al.
Kal.
Kal.
Harataza.
Harataza.
Aman.
Aman. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said. Come. And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asa also is joined with them.
Asa also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
At the brook of Kasan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
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 And like Zed.
And like Zed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
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 Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
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 And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer of the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Alahayim.
Why Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawapyam.
Ha Alawapyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazanyanyam.
Ha Kwatazanyanyam.
Ha Koyoyoyam.
Ha Koyoyoyam.
Wa Akwapyam.
Wa Akwapyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yana.
Commanding General Yana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Vayashala.
Vayashala.
Waha.
Waha.
Bayat.
Bayat.
Saparia.
Saparia.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
By Shem Yahweh Shai. Oh, Salakia. Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Hagan.
Magan.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
By Shem Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
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 And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Space Force. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channels. And the radio channels. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go. To and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues. Shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathens. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. No, I actually did it. So like you do it. So like. All right, sisters. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Oh, you know what, Salaki? You know the one again, Salaki? You can get this shoe back. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Aimadim Shabbat, Aimadim, Barak, Yah Bashim Yahushua Brakatham, Yajimatah, sisters, Aimadim, stand. Brother Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Aimadim Shabbat, Aimadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahushua. Yajimatah, Salakia. Is there anybody who wants to be anointed? Is there anybody who wants to be anointed? Prayed over anointed. Anybody? All right, with that, dismissed.